Okay, good afternoon. I think I'm recording and it's live, and it's 3:30 on Monday afternoon, December 14th, and welcome. Let me know if you are here. There we go. It says I am live now. So I don't know if there's a 30-second delay on when Facebook decides to tell me that I'm actually live. So anyway, let's see what we've got started today. Okay, so I'm going to get started. When you're here, just check in, and I've got the comments hopefully going to load. There we go. Here we are, less than 2 weeks till Christmas. I am not totally ready, but at least I think I'm ready for this today. And let me know if you've got your Christmas shopping done and your cards all ready and out in the mail. I know around here the post office has been less than stellar, so I think cards might actually be received for New Year's or maybe even Valentine's Day, who knows. I sent a package to North Carolina on December 3rd. It's now in the state of North Carolina. Good afternoon, Helen. Thanks for joining. How is it in sunny Florida? We're kind of cloudy and overcast here today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and flip the camera over to my desktop and tell you what we're doing today. I'm not doing Christmas. And what I decided to do today was focus on the annual catalog. We're coming to the end of our August to December mini catalog, and a lot of those items are going to be retired. Some are carrying over. And then we're just a few weeks away from launching the December to June mini catalog. But what happens, we forget that there are so many amazing things in the annual catalog, and it goes for a whole year. So that's why I decided to focus on this today. That and a couple other reasons too. And the stamp set that I'm going to show is this cute little one called Posted for You. It's on page 81 in the catalog. It's a bundle. It comes with the cutest little postage stamp. Size is a rectangle. There, I think you can see it without the glare. Punch. And it's very affordable. I think it was one of the first stamp sets that I saw that I thought that I wanted, and I got it, but I've not used it that much. And it does look rather springy or summery or whatever, but I think there are things here that could be used for other than just happy birthday, sending love, just a note. You can always use those for just about anything. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. And I have two cards to show you. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And let's get started. Okay, another reason that I decided to focus on this particular stamp set was Stampin' Up! Offers us, let's put the little logo up. Whoops, there it goes. Offers demonstrators a monthly program called the Bundle Focus, so that we can have some resources to work with, maybe when time is of an essence, as it is right now, and gives us great ideas. And we could use those things for classes, for just getting started with ideas. And I did take these ideas and modify one a little bit more today. So let me show you what we've got going. And I love the color combinations. They're so good at coming up with color combinations that maybe I couldn't figure out on my own. So we're going to start with a piece of Calypso Coral. Cardstock. Let me grab my bone folder here. Okay, Calypso Coral cardstock. And I would actually call this a beginner stamper card. But when you're busy, it doesn't make any difference if it's a beginner or somebody is a casual, what we call a casual stamper, or an avid stamper. You can always kick things up and make them a little bit more, make it pop a little bit more, add some little bit more to it. So that's what this one is. And I've got a piece of let's see, Calypso Coral. This is Blushing Bride. And believe it or not, those colors go so nicely together because there's just enough of an orangey tinge on the Blushing Bride that makes it good. So I'm going to use Calypso Coral ink and use this floral stamp, this one here. And what's nice is this is a photopolymer stamp set too. Or no, excuse me, this is a red rubber, not photopolymer, but it's still easy to line up. Last week I showed how to put the labels on in a quick and easy way. So I'm going to create my own background paper with this stamp. And what I like to do is start in the middle at the top, and then I can go off to the side, and let's turn it upside down. And then go down between those two, and again, just kind of create your own background, and even pick some up along the side there. And I'll give you the measurements on this in a second. Upside down. Hi Nancy, you're not too late. I just got started. We're showing the Posted Just For You stamp set. Yeah, Posted For You. Okay, so I've got this paper that I made a background of. That's going to go on the Calypso Coral, and we'll use some green glue there. This one's going to go together really, really fast. Okay, there we go. I know I just opened this bottle of glue. Okay. And let's put that this way. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp the love with basic gray. And this is such a good color to use because it doesn't have that stark darkness of a black. So the basic gray is just a perfect in-between when you're working with some lighter colors. Let's see, let's go over here. There we go. And here's the punch. Oh, let's trim that off. Actually went the wrong way here. Okay, so there we go with that. And that's going to get glued on here. And then I have a piece of mint macaron. And you know, you have all these little bits of paper left over. And that's also going to get stamped in basic gray. Sending love your way. Perfect. And that's going to go on here with some mini dimensionals. And I said I would give you the dimensions of this. So this piece was 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then this, I think, is just a little 3.25 inch piece that was left over. And you could trim it down if it's too long. I think no, it's good. Let's get my little mini dimensionals here. There we go. And let's see, let's use the green glue to put this down too. So this one's almost done. There we go. And I already took the little backing off of that. Put that there. And let's see. Oh, here we go. These are some elegant faceted gems from the Peony Suite of cards. Or the Peony Suite of, not cards, but stamp set. So let's take a couple of these. They're kind of pinky. You want to make sure that you get under there and get that glue dot that's underneath. So do one of those there and another one here. And then let's do a clear one over here at this part at the top. Okay, so all that's left for this is an envelope, and the designer paper that I used for this and that I'm going to use for the next project is from, let's see, Flowers for Every Season. This is a great set of 6x6 cardstock. It focuses on all the new in colors for this current year. So I'm going to use a piece of just Jade, and then that's also the color that I'm using in the next card. And what I've started doing to keep my papers together, because the little cello bags that they come in just don't seem to stay together, is to take a binder clip to keep them together. And then I can always put larger bits underneath there too to keep track of them. And I can go through the paper and look at it very easily. This is beautiful paper. There's even one in here for Christmas. We've got a good Christmas poinsettia. So let's decorate the envelope. And even though Just Jade wasn't used in this particular project, it works well with the Calypso Coral and the Mint Macaron. Here we go. Okay. And I'm going to share a tip with you in a little bit that I just learned just today. Nancy, I wonder if you know this. You know we don't have baker's twine anymore, right? Well, this popped up in basically the directions for the third card. I'm not going to demonstrate it, but I'm going to show a third card, which is so clever. Those people at Stampin' Up! Really know how to keep us on our toes, and all we have to do is read the directions. Okay, so here's card number 1. And let's put that aside. And move to card number 2. Let's see, this one's also going to use the same 2 colors and a different stamp set. So let me clean the love and the birds. the next mini does have it in there. Oh, I guess I didn't notice that, but I'm going to show you another tip too. That's interesting. I guess I didn't see that. Okay, this one, I'm using Just Jade, which isn't in color for this year. And I have done a little bit of embossing with it, with embossing folder. And again, Calypso Coral. And the paper from Flowers for Every Season. So let's get all of our, let's see, something's popping up there. Okay, so let's fold this one in half. It's 8.5 by 5.5. And give that a good crease with the bone folder. So this will be a top fold card. So this is the Just Jade, and this one does happen to have some flowers on the other side. Okay, let's see, am I freezing up here? My feed is a little bit, okay. Okay, something's freezing here, and it's showing on my screen that I don't have a good connection right now. So I hope you can hear me and see it, and it's not going to freeze up too much. Okay, so this is the Just Jade. Let's glue that on here. And just put it at a little angle. And that is 4 3/4 by 3.5. And then this piece of Whisper White is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And this I embossed with the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. It's so pretty. I just love this. And let me tell you about Whisper White cardstock. It is being retired, not necessarily because we didn't want to keep it anymore, but because the company that was producing it for us is no longer able to do that. It was a COVID-related thing, and primarily, from what I understand, the paper uses bleach to make it white. So they were no longer able to do that. We will be coming out with a new product called Basic White soon. The Whisper White is still available as supplies last with limited quantities. You can't just buy a whole bunch of it. I think it's limited to 2 per customer. So we will miss it, but I'm sure Stampin' Up! Will definitely step up to the challenge and make things right with a new product. But it includes not just the Whisper White cardstock, but our envelopes, note cards and envelopes, memories and more, and just about everything that used the Whisper White product. So we'll get used to it, I do believe. All right, this part is going to use the birds. Where's the bird stamp here? In Calypso Coral. I love the tone-on-tone on cardstock. Let's see, let's go this way. Do it right. Okay. And that's going to get popped up with dimensionals. And before I put that on, I'm going to stamp this little special delivery. I don't know if you can see. Okay, it looks like I got my connection back, so hope everything's okay with that. And that's going to go just on a scrap piece. Okay, I'm also going to punch this out. And I'm not worried about the bottom part here, because I'm just going to make that into a square. There we go. And I can put this in and just line up those little scallop parts. If you can see right at the edge here, it's very easy to line this up. So you can make different sizes with this. So there we've got a little square. It's a little bit off, but I think it will be okay. Get those little nibs off the end. So that's also going to go on a dimensional. So let's add this. So I think with the embossing, this kind of steps it up a little bit. The original design just had a plain piece of white cardstock there. And before I put this on, I'm going to sponge around the edge with one of our daubers with the Calypso Coral, because it's going right on the basic white. We don't have basic white yet. It's going right on the Whisper White. Guess I'm getting used to calling it something different already. So that's going to go on there. And put that at an angle. And then I'm going to cut another one of these out of a piece of Just Jade. And then if you take a piece of a sticky note and make a little tag for it, I can put that in here. It's a little wobbly, and line it up and create another little tag. Can line it up with those little notches for my happy birthday. There we go. And it's easy to line up, so you know you're going to get it straight. And there's another piece that's also left over that can be used for something else. So here we have the happy birthday. And this is going to be also in the basic gray. I'd forgotten whether I used the basic gray or got the Just Jade out. And that just fits. It's a tight squeeze, but it fits. And put a couple mini dimensionals on there. All right. And there we've got our happy birthday. And the same thing, might as well do the envelope on this one first before I finish up. Let's add some glue. So what's on tap for the rest of the day? I'm going to try and get to the UPS store or the post office, get some packages in the mail. I just need to put them in the box and get it wrapped and ready to go to Texas. Okie dokie, here we go. I didn't want to glue down. Okay. And just snip this off. Move project on the table. Thank you. I'm so glad I figured out how to get comments on here, because sometimes I don't look up to see exactly what I'm doing. Thank you. So here we go. And then I would put a piece of white paper inside and take care of that too. All right, now let me show you one more project that I did. I would call this something that's a little bit more on the avid design. Okay, it's a slimline card, and the directions said it was 8.5 by 7. So folded in half, it becomes 8.5 by 3.5 on a Blushing Bride base. And if you'll look close, this has some little sponging with one of our, forget what those are called. It's not a die. Anyway, and for that, I actually used a new product, and that is our new blending brush. So I got some ink on the new blending brush to put that on there. This is what it is. Basic Pattern Decorative Mask. Thank you very much for my brain here. Okay, so I used this, sponged over it with the blending brush. You could use a sponge or a sponge dauber as well. And then punched out with the colors Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, Pear Pizzazz, and Daffodil Delight. And this one had also, it had 6 on there. Another one with the Blushing Bride underneath. And I didn't like that one as well, so I modified this a little bit and put another, popped it up of the Pool Party underneath here. But this is where the tip came from, because in the regular catalog, we don't have, where did it go here? We don't have, oh my gosh, I didn't put it away. We don't have the baker's twine. Oh, here it is. Hello. This is from the Flowers for Every Season combo pack, and it suggests, so when you don't have something, okay, so this is where I got this, and it instructions said to pull out the sparkle part here, and this has the blue, the Misty Moonlight. Pull that out and use that in place of the missing baker's twine. How about that? So that's where the bow came for this. And this would then, unless you want to make an envelope, and I do have instructions for making a slimline envelope, but it can go in a regular business envelope. I think it's called a number 9, and it's ready to go. How about that? You could decorate the envelope too. But I thought this was pretty cool about using the different ribbon, deconstructing it, taking it apart, and making a bow with that. Okay? So with that, we're about our half an hour in, and I hope you like the cards that I made today. So this was number 2, kind of stepped up with some embossing. And this was the first one. Very simple, create your own background. Very simple, sending love your way. So, oh, thank you. Number 10 envelope. Keep me honest. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. And I thank you for stopping by so much. And I will see you next Monday, and take care. Have a great week. Get those holiday packages off in the mail, and sit back and relax. And I'm going to have another sip of coffee, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.